Again, welcome to Precalculus class. This is Mathematics 164. In these lectures, we will go through the steps on how to solve system of linear equations with two variables. This is section 1-5, which covers chapter 1 of our course textbook. Again, this is Mathematics 164. So our main objective is to solve system of linear equations by substitution and also system of linear equations by elimination. Normally, we have 5 ways of solving system of linear equations. One is the substitution, elimination, using determinants, matrices, and also by graphing. So here we start with the substitution method first. We will go through this step by using an example. So the example we have here, they say we should solve the system of linear equation 2x plus 3y equal to 4, and also x minus 2y equal to 3. So the first thing we can do is either we take equation 1, which is 2x plus 3y equal to 4, and solve for x. Then later we substitute the equation for that on equation number 2, which is x minus 2y equal to 3. We can do either way. Either we take the first equation, solve for x or y, or take the second equation, solve for x or y first. So let's go through the steps. Here we decided to take the second equation, which is x minus 2y equal to 3. Then we solve for x. So here we have x minus 2y equal to 3 for x. Then s will give us 2y plus 3 because s is minus 2y. When you cross the equal sign, it's going to be plus 2y. So s equal to 2y plus 3. Now the next step, we're going to substitute this expression, which is x minus 2y plus 3, into the other equation, which is the first equation. Then we solve for y. So here we replace x by 2y plus 3 because x equal to 2y plus 3. There, so we get 2 times x. Instead of x, we substitute 2y plus 3 plus 3y equal to 4. So that's our first equation. Now we can see that we have only y as unknown variable, so we can solve for y. So here we can multiply 2 by 2y, which gives us 4y, 2 times 3, which gives us 6, plus 3y equal to 4. We combine the 4y and 3y together, we get 7y. 6 is positive, so when you cross the equal sign, it's going to be negative. So we get negative 6 plus 4, which gives us negative 2. So this means y equal to negative 2 divided by 7, because y is multiplied by 7. When the 7 crosses the equal sign, it's going to divide. So we get minus 2y by 7. Now, since we know the y value, we can go back to our first step where we know x equal to 2y plus 3. And we are going to substitute the y value. So we get x equal to 2. Instead of y, we said minus 2 divided by 7 plus 3. So here we get 2 times minus 2, giving minus 4. Minus 4 divided by 7 plus 3. We get our answer to be 17 by 7. Or 17 divided by 7. Now we can check if our answer is correct. So we are going to substitute the value of x and y in both equations. If we substitute x and y in the first equation, we should get 4 equal to 4. If we substitute the x and y answers in the second equation, we should get 3 equal to 3. And that's what we do here. 2 times 17 by 17 plus 3 times negative 2 by 7 will give us 4. Then 17 by 7 minus 2 times minus 2 by 7 will give us 3. So that's the steps. Now let's try one more example. Here we have 4x plus 5y equal to 8, 3s minus 9y equal to minus 2. And they say we should solve for x and y. So here it's up to us. We can take either the first or second equation, and we can find x or y. Then we substitute either x or y to the second equation or the first equation. It depends what equation we take first. So here we decided we are going to take the second equation and solve for x. So we get 3x minus 9y equal to minus 12. Minus 9y cross the equal sign become plus 9y. So we get 3 equal to plus 9y minus 12 divided by 3. Why are we dividing by 3? Because 3 is multiplied by x. So when 3 cross the equal sign, is going to divide both 10. So since we know 3 can go into 9 3 times, and 3 also can go into 12 4 times, our final solution for x will be 3y minus 4. Now here we use the second equation. So now we cannot use the second equation no more. We have to take the first equation. Anywhere we see x variable, we are going to replace it with 3y minus 4. So we get 4 times 3y minus 4 plus 5y equal to 18. Then here we can open the parentheses, which will give us 12y minus 16 plus 5y equal to 18. We can combine the y's. So we get 17y minus 16 equal to 18. Minus 16 cross the equal sign become plus. So 18 plus 16 will give us 34. Then now, since we know that 17 is multiplied by y, when 17 cross the equal sign, is going to divide. So we get 34 divided by 17, and which will give us 2. So now we know y value is equal to 2. So we go to our first equation 2, which gives us s equal to 3y minus 4. Anyway, we see y, we substitute it with 2. So we get 3 times 2 minus 4. So s also will give us 2. Also we get 6 minus 4. Now we can go back and substitute x and y with 2. When we substitute x and y with the first equation, we get 4 times 2, 5 times 2, which gives us 18, because 8 plus 10 is 18. The second equation is also the same 3 times 2 minus 9 times 2, and that will give us minus 12. When we look at the equation, both terms are minus 12 and 18. So again, this is how we solve the substitution method. Now let's go to elimination. But first, before that, we can also use the graphing method. The graphing method means plot your first equation. For example, 3x minus 9y equal to minus 12. We know how to plot a graph, solve for y, then come up with any s variables and find y and plot the table. The table you get is a y value, just plot it. So the intersection of the two lines will be our solution. In this case, it's 2 and 2. So in x-axis, we have 2. In y-axis also, we have 2. So now let's try elimination method. In elimination method, the whole concept, actually that's why it's called elimination. The whole concept is that we have two variables. We have to find a way to eliminate one variable, then solve for the other. So it doesn't matter, we can eliminate s first and solve for y, or eliminate y first and solve for x. Either way, we get the answer. So let's do the steps by using the example here. Here they say we should solve the system. 2x minus 5y equal to 4. S plus 2y equal to 3. So the first thing we are going to do here, again, we should either eliminate either variable is okay, s or y first. Here we decided that we want to eliminate x first. So how can we eliminate s? The top s is 2x, the down s is x. So the first equation, we have 2x. The second equation, we have x. In order to combine these two equations, we can make the second equation x to be negative 2x. Or we can make the second equation to be positive 2x, and the top should be negative 2x, which means we are going to multiply everything in the first equation by negative 1. Then we'll multiply everything by the second equation by 2. Or another option, which is what we did, we left the first equation, then the second equation will multiply everything by minus 2. So we get 2x minus 5y equal to 4 for the first equation. nothing changed. It's like multiply by 1. The second equation now, we have minus 2 times x, which will give us minus 2x. Then minus 2 times plus 2y, which will give us minus 4y. Then minus 2 times 3, which will give us minus 6. Now, when we combine these two equations now, we get 2s minus 2s will cancel. Then we have minus 5y minus 4y, so that will give us minus 9y. Then 4 minus 6 will give us minus 2. So now we can solve for y. Y will give us minus 2 divided by minus 9, which is negative divided by negative is positive. So our answer will be y equal to 2 by 9. Now, since we know the value of y, we can take either equation 1 or 2, then solve for x. Here we decided to take the first equation. So we have 2x minus 5. Instead of y, we are going to substitute by 2 by 9. So we get 5 times 2 by 9 equal to 4. So this will give us 2x equal to 4 plus 10 over 9. And when we solve this equation, our final answer will be s equal to 23 by 9. Here we have 5 times 2 is 10. 10 by 9 is negative. So when you cross the equal sign, it becomes positive. So that's why we have 4 plus 10 by 9. Then we find a common denominator, which will be 9. 4 is dividing by 1. So 1 can go 9. 9 times 4 is 36 by 9. 9 can go into 9, 1. 1 times 10 is only 10. So 10 by 9. 9 is common now, so we had the top. So we get 46 by 9. But here we have 2x equal to 46 by 9. So 2 cross the equal sign is going to divide. So 2 can go into 46 will be 23. So that's why we get 23 by 9. Now we substitute x and y values, which is 23 by 9 and 2 by 9. We get 4, which is what we have here. The second equation, we get 3 also. So now let's try one more example using elimination. This is investment miss. A person has 200,000 invested. Part of the investment of the 200,000, it will get 9% interest. Another part of it will get 8% interest. Now, if the total yearly income from the two investments is 17,200, how much is invested at 9% and also how much is invested at 8%? So here we know that the total investment, we can say, okay, total investment for 9% should be X, for Y% should be, the 8% should be Y. So we can have two equations by writing 9% X plus 8% Y equal to the total interest was 17,200. So it will be 0.09X plus 0.08Y equal to 17,200 because that's the interest we earn. So if that's the case, then the total investment should be S plus Y. Since 0.08X is the interest, then actual S will be the investment. So you can see that here we have two equations now. S plus Y equal to 200, 0.08X plus 0.09Y equal to 17,200. So here we can find S and Y, which will be the actual amount we invested for 9% and also for 8%. For 8% will be X, for 9% will be Y. So let's go through the steps. So first we say let S represent the amount invested at 9% and Y represent the amount invested at 8%. Then S plus Y is the total investment. So total investment will be S plus Y equal to 200,000. Then 0.09X plus 0.08Y equal to 17,200. That's the interest we get for the year. So we get S plus Y equal to 200,000. Then 0.09X plus 0.08Y is the total end. So that will give us this equation, second equation. So now we can use the elimination method. In this case, it's up to us. If we want to eliminate X, we need to find some 9y and negative 9y. If we want to eliminate y first, then we need to find 8y and also negative 8y, so they can cancel. So we have to figure out what we need to multiply. We can multiply the top by 8, and we can multiply the down by negative 100. Or we can multiply the top by negative 8, and we can multiply the down by positive 100. The goal is that we want to get negative 8 and positive 8 so that they can cancel. Or we can eliminate x first, which means we can use 9 for the first equation, multiply everything by 9. The second equation, multiply everything by negative 100, or negative 9 by positive 100. So let's see what we decided. Okay, so here we decided to multiply the first equation by negative 8. So we want to eliminate y first. Then we multiply the down by 100 to take the decimal. So we get negative 8 and positive 8. That's our main goal here. So when we combine the two equations after we multiply the first equation by negative 8, the second equation by 100 positive 100, negative 8s plus 9s will give us x. Now negative 8y positive 8y will cancel. So we have x equal to 120,000. So this means we invested 120,000 for the 9% interest, and we invested 108. Then that means 200,000 minus 120 will give us 80,000, which means we invested 80,000 for the 8%. So this will be our solution. We found y by using x, so we get 80,000 for y, because we know x plus y is 200,000. So y will give me 200,000 minus x. So this means 120,000 is invested as 9%, and 80,000 is invested at 8%, because 8% is y and then 9% is x. Those are the two variables we use. So we can check our answer. Take the first equation or the second equation. The first equation is straightforward. 120,000 plus 80,000 is 200,000, so that's correct. Second equation, 0.09 times 120,000 plus 0.08 times 80,000, that also will give us 17,200. That's the interest. So which means our solution is correct. So again, wish everybody the best. And again, this lectures cover the concept of solving system of linear equation using two variables. In our next lectures, we are going to use 3 variables. Thank you.